What if I told you that luxury has nothing to do with money? That the most magnetic women in history were not adored because of their possessions, but because of how they carried themselves? You see, true luxury is not bought, it is projected. It is not in the bag, the shoes, the diamonds. It is in the aura. Luxury is a mindset, not money. Let's start with a paradox. Many women try to buy status. They drown themselves in labels, chase trends, and post their purchases as proof of worth. But here's the truth. The louder you declare wealth, the less luxurious you appear. Real power never screams. Real luxury whispers. When you live as if your value is unquestionable, you never need to prove it with price tags. History proves this. Consider the old money families of Europe. They despised ostentation. They passed down jewelry quietly, wore muted tones, valued refinement over display. Why? Because their wealth was never about what they bought. It was about what they refused to need. The most expensive aura is born from self-sufficiency. A woman who radiates, "I am already enough," will always look more luxurious than the woman who needs brands to say it for her. Luxury as a mindset means one thing above all: restraint. Ordinary women flood the world with access, noise, chaos. Luxurious women subtract. They reveal less, move slower, speak less, but with precision. The fewer details people have, the more expensive you appear. Scarcity, once again, is the key. Let's bring this into the modern world. Picture two women. One posts every day, showing every angle of her life, her shopping trips, her outfits, her meals. The other posts sparingly, never everything, only fragments. When she does appear, she looks composed, radiant, and untouchable. Which one feels more luxurious? The one who is rare. Luxury thrives in absence. Now, here's another paradox. True luxury is not about addition, but about curation. It is not having more. It is choosing less. The expensive woman does not clutter herself with too much makeup, too much jewelry, too much noise. She selects one statement piece, one fragrance, one word. She edits herself ruthlessly. Because nothing looks more luxurious than discipline. And yet, luxury is not coldness. Luxury is warmth contained within elegance. Think of Grace Kelly, whose presence captivated royalty. She did not need to flaunt. Her posture, her smile, her composure, these were her crown. She embodied an aura of timeless refinement. The lesson is clear. When you master yourself, you radiate wealth without saying a word. So how do you adopt this mindset? Let me give you the steps. First, ritualize refinement. Luxury is never frantic. Create daily rituals that slow you down. How you drink your coffee, how you enter a room, how you sign your name. Move as if time bends for you. Ordinary women rush. Luxurious women glide. Presence, not price, creates value. Second, protect your mystery. Don't give the world all of you. Never reveal every detail, every thought, every angle. Hold something back. Luxury is about what cannot be bought, cannot be reached. Let your silence speak. Let your absence create demand. Third, invest in discipline, not display. Care for your skin, your posture, your voice, your environment. A clean, calm home feels more luxurious than a cluttered palace. A well-spoken sentence feels richer than 1,000 careless words. Self-mastery is the most expensive trait a woman can possess. And here's the cliffhanger. Luxury is not about how others see you. It is about how you see yourself. If you move like royalty, if you treat yourself as art, if you refuse to rush or beg, Now let's deepen the psychology. Why does the luxury mindset work so powerfully on men? Because men worship what feels out of reach. A woman who needs nothing, who floats above desperation, feels like a rare jewel. She doesn't chase him, she doesn't compete. She exists in her own sphere, and he instinctively wants to buy entry. He invests not because she asks, but because her aura demands it. Contrast this with the cheap aura. Cheapness is not about price, it is about energy. A woman can wear the most expensive dress and still feel cheap if she overshares, overreacts, or overpursues. A woman can wear something simple and radiate wealth if she moves with poise, edits herself, and carries silence like a crown. Cheapness is loud. Luxury is quiet. Here's a historical story. In Renaissance courts, noble women were not admired for showing off wealth. They were admired for restraint. A single pearl, worn with composure, spoke louder than a chest of jewels. Why? Because one chosen detail signaled discipline. Discipline implies control, and control always feels expensive. Practical example. Imagine two conversations. In the first, a woman explains everything about her life, rushing to fill silence, desperate to impress. In the second, she listens calmly, replies in short, deliberate phrases, and lets silence linger. Which woman feels more expensive? The second, because her restraint forces others to lean in. Her words feel costly, rare, worth savoring. Another practice, detach from validation. Luxury women are never begging for likes, approval, or constant reassurance. They move as though their value is eternal. This self-containment is hypnotic. Men sense it. They think, if she does not need me, then I must earn her. Scarcity of dependence creates devotion. Let's add modern refinement tips. Neutral tones often look richer than loud colors. Minimal jewelry looks more powerful than excess. Natural pauses in conversation feel more valuable than rushed explanations. The expensive aura thrives in understatement. The less you reveal, the more people imagine. And imagination is always richer than reality. But here is the ultimate truth. Luxury is not about looking expensive for men. It is about living expensively for yourself. When you drink from a glass slowly, when you arrange your environment with care, when you move through the world as if every gesture matters, you elevate your own life. The world merely responds. Final escalation. Luxury is about sovereignty. Money can buy dresses, but mindset builds kingdoms. A luxurious woman trains others to treat her with reverence, not by asking, but by embodying it. She becomes timeless, untouchable, magnetic. So the punchline is this: luxury is not in the price of your clothes. It is in the pace of your steps, the silence of your smile, the strength of your standards. Luxury is not a purchase, it is a posture. And when you carry it, you are priceless.